Hello. Hi guys. Hello. Hi Samida. Hello. How are you? How was your day? Uh, अरे, कुछ भी करती रहती हूँ भाई मैं। ओह 50 रैंक हो गई मेरी 50 रैंक हो गई मेरी 50। अब सर को मैसेज करो 50 रैंक हो गई। अरे बेंच, अरे यार मैं स्क्रीन चेंज करना भूल गई, बताओ बताओ, स्क्रीन ही चेंज करना भूल गई। AR-50 हो गई गाइस, मैं AR-50। हाय म्यावे तो हेलो, हेलो म्यावे, हेलो रवि।
Cry on a misty night. The march of the wild hunt will be short.
I am. Are you? Question is how.
Huh, that's weird. Jean said this is where the event is supposed to be, but there's nothing here.
ना FLINS hot तो है।
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, this is where our journey officially began. That sure brings back memories. Even after all this time, this place hasn't changed one bit. Ah, look who's getting all sentimental and poetic.
तुम कैसे हो? मैं म्यावे तो, how are you? How was your day?
Well, we still need to find Jean and the others. Let's have a look around. Yeah. Paimon remembers there used to be hydro slime hiding here, but it's gotta be gone now, right? Whoa! A fungus? Are those supposed to be in Mondstadt? Not that these are a real threat to us at this point, but still!
इसको क्यों मार रहे हैं हम लोग, ये बताओ मेरे को। बाकी सब छोड़ो, इसको क्यों मार रहे हैं हम? ये कौन कौन क्यों इवेंट है ये इवेंट आया ही क्यों है? और मैं इससे बाहर भी नहीं निकल। Yeah, I know that. क्या था कि नहीं?
Hear that? The mate said this isn't hard enough. Should I grab a geofishing for the next round then? Is this really the time to get competitive?
Did you hear that, Paimon?
पामन को बुली कर रहा था, इसलिए कौन बुली कर रहा था? और क्यों बुली कर रहा था? As
Huh? Why did someone hang Jumpy Dumpty Mines? What? But they don't look alike. You can't even. Not a lot of people come here, but a bomb, still a. Yeah, but let's take a picture with the camera before we take them down. First the fungus, and now this? Something weird is going on. If it turns out not to be event related, it'll be good to have a record of what we found. You couldn't just compliment Paimon's smarts like a regular person? Anyway, it never hurts to be careful. We've seen through lots of tricks, but we've also gotten the short end of the stick a bunch of times, too.
this is like
Paimon
that
likes the optimism.
principle. I don't know, but I
Come on, let's get that picture taken. Then, get
That
rid of
fungus.
these bombs.
emergency food, no? यूज कैसे करते हैं इसको? Dead.
Fireworks. Guess there was no danger after
हाँ
all.
मतलब इट्स अ न्यू इवेंट, मैंने भी अभी देखा। मेरे को वारका वाला करना था बट
Anyway,
मैंने
we
गलती
should
से
be
ये
good
कर दिया।
here. Let's keep going.
यार कहाँ गई पायमन? अरे कहाँ गई, दिख क्यों नहीं रही मेरे को? अच्छा हो जाती है भाई।
Huh. What was it Paimon said back then? Ah, right. Oh, wow.
ओ ये तो वो स्टैचू है ना जो नया आया था।
That's a statue of the seven. Among the
अरे
seven
इवन
gods,
जस्ट ओल्ड
this
प्लेयर को
god
थोड़ा।
controls the wind.
ओ अच्छा ऐसा।
You remember too. It's weird though. It seems like there's something different about
शुरू
it.
से नहीं है, वो इवेंट का पार्ट है, एक
Let's take a
इवेंट है
closer
वो।
look.
क्यों? क्यों? एक मिनट मैं थोड़ी सी एएफ के उधर रुक जाओ।
Hey, don't forget about your guide. Come on, follow Paimon. Hey, don't forget about your guide. Come on, follow Paimon. Hey, don't forget about your
रुक जा,
guide.
कितनी बोलती है भाई ये औरत, रुक जाओ।
Follow Paimon.
इवेंट है ओल्ड प्लेयर्स के। रुक आ गई मैं।
What is it? See something familiar? Hey, don't forget about your guide. Come on, follow Paimon.
हाँ ना, पायमन थोड़ी सी पागल है यार, सुनती नहीं है। चलना, अब चलेगी नहीं।
Huh. Paimon's next line was
As we all know,
right. Poetry and language flow like the wind.
आलो चाट, आलू आलू आलू।
Look, there really is something wrong with this statue of the seven. Okay, Paimon's sure of it now. This can't be for an event. No one in their right mind would replace that huge statue of the seven with a statue of Klee. Yeah, and well made too. But that's not the point. You're not weirded out by this? Oh, you're right. This must be Alice's doing. She could put 100 Klee statues all around
Paimon का
Mondstadt
कौन
and
सा?
Paimon still wouldn't be surprised.
इसका पाइमन होगा ना फिर।
That explains the
इसका
other
मसाला
weird
कैसा
stuff we saw up till now too. She must have asked Jean to
Other
write that
dream.
letter so we'd lower our guard.
यूज नहीं।
No, wait. Maybe that was Alice just yeah. Paimon's not upset. The surprises were nice and
तू आलू।
this statue is pretty cool. Plus, we got to take a little trip down memory lane. What do we do now, though? There's nobody around.
मजाक नहीं, पागल कर दे।
If this is some sort of elaborate prank, guess we're in it until the people behind it jump out and say, "Gotcha!" Huh? What does that mean?
हे भगवान,
Oh, yeah. And there could be even more.
क्या होगा? ये चीज हो गई
All
गाइस,
there's
एक
left to do
फनी,
is touch
बता नहीं
that
सकती बस
statue
मैं।
and find out.
आधा फनी।
Maybe it'll give you the power of pyro or something.
क्या हुआ बता नहीं सकती भाई, चैट मुझे पागल समझने लगेगी।
The world opens itself before.
Want to know? No guys, no, please, please. इसमें समझना क्या है, बात तो तेरी भी सही है यार, नहीं तुम्हारी भी सही है। क्या हो गया आज मेरे को भाई? सॉरी गाइस, मैं ज़रा सुबह से थोड़ा काम में थी, अभी मैं ऑफिस से आई हूँ, आई मीन 15 मिनट पहले, एंड आते ही मैंने स्ट्रीम करना चालू कर दिया, लाइक मुंह हाथ धुल के सब कुछ बैठ गई स्ट्रीम करने। तो आई एम काइंड ऑफ लॉस्ट, यू नो। क्या करना है इधर? अच्छा पिक्चर लेनी, इसकी भी पिक्चर लूँ मैं? हे भगवान, पीछे
Sparks and splash! You were right. Alice is full of surprises. Good guessing on your part. Let's keep going and see what else we find.
नो वारका, नो वारका गाइस, फ्लिंस, ओनली फ्लिंस। आई लव फ्लिंस। मैंने पुल कर लिया, अब कुछ नहीं कर रही, कुछ नहीं करूँगी, अब मैं वेट करूँगी। क्या हुआ, ऐसी शक्ल क्यों बनाई तुमने?
Ooh, it's the ball!
There's something huge in the sky.
Okay, we all remember what Paimon said back then. Anyway, since he's here, that must mean we're about to meet another old friend in these woods.
वारका, आई नो, बट मैं अभी नहीं हुई इस गेम में, ठीक है? वारका की टीम भी नहीं है मेरे पास, तो वारका की अगर मेरे पास टीम नहीं है तो फिर क्या ही पॉइंट है वारका को लेके आने का?
Look, there he is! Back then, the Goblin was tainted by the Abyss, and Tone Deaf Bard was a... But your control over Animal, but you've had tons of practice since then, so true. No need to go...
Ah, our old friends have arrived.
And it is our great pleasure to greet and welcome to Mondstadt, you two. The place where it all...
मैं यहाँ क्यों? यहाँ क्यों? यार एक तो ये कहीं भी डाल देते हैं, पागल वागल, इतना भी नहीं, ये बुद्धू है लड़की। ऊपर से गलत चीज पता, स्किप कर दिया। अब हमें कैसे पता होगा? क्या स्किप कर दिया? क्या कर भी दिया यार। पॉसिबल रिवॉर्ड कितने मिलेंगे? एक ही मिलेगा क्या? ये एक ही मिलेगा ये? 20 मिलेंगे? रुको रुको, पहले हम लोग ना वारका का इवेंट कर लेते हैं, बाकी सब हम बात पहले रिवॉर्ड्स लेते हैं, बाद में देख लेंगे। WPC जो
Ad Astra Abyssal.
इसके लिए भी क्वेस्ट लगती है? ये क्या बात होती है? पहले वारका की क्वेस्ट कर लेते हैं, बाकी चीजें बाद में कर लेते हैं। पहले मैं थोड़ी सी एक्साइटेड। हेलो सोमी, हाय, हाउ आर यू सोमी? हाउ वाज योर डे सोमी? आई बैंगन कहाँ से आया? ओह जस्ट डी रैंक्ड क्रेजी, वेलकम टू द क्लब। मेरा डाउनफॉल गंदा था, लेकिन तुम्हारा मेरे से ज्यादा गंदा था। स्ट्रीम पर क्यों नहीं आती? तुम स्ट्रीम कर रहे हो, मेरे को नोटिफिकेशन क्यों नहीं आता?
Ah, welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days? The honorary knight of Mondstadt?
Well, you sure have your finger on the pulse.
वेलकम टू द
We
क्लब।
barely caught our breath since Not Cry, but it sounds like you've already heard about what went down.
यो कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस फॉर द रैंक। एक मिनट गाइस, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस फॉर द रैंक।
News travels fast on the
तब
way.
कर रखा है मैंने,
But
जाके देखो
before I
तुम।
turn- My wine and my lyre are at the... Amazing! Incredible! The Rapier of Solnari and the Doctor? Truly a tale for the ages! So, I'm guessing the Wild Hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rapier of Solnari?
कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस सोमी।
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the
एक मिनट आ
Doctor,
गई, एक
though.
मिनट में आई। तारा 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 तारा। अरे भाई रैंक अप कर लूंगा, एवन ही तो जाना है, कौन सी बड़ी बात है। ट्रू
Well,
बात
that's
तो
good to
सही है,
hear. Hey,
बड़ी
now
बात
that
तो
the
नहीं है।
Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition, right? I haven't seen him in the longest time. He must have so many stories to share.
Hooray! Paimon was wondering about that.
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside. It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing. In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Huh! They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf bard.
Yeah, it sounded kinda like...
I have a question.
Hey! Is that all you've got? Whoa, bring it on!
like that.
Giving up already?
He gonna.
Hey, you're not half as tough as Varka said.
Oh, Varka.
A
No.
young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight I haven't seen in a while.
A bard in green clothes. Does this mean... Oh, you're Venti? I was just wondering how I was gonna track you down.
Oh! So you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair. You must be the honorary knight. And Paimon! The Grand Master talks about you all the time. Allow me to introduce myself.
Hello, hi.
I'm Lowen, Vice Captain
Hi,
of the
Yui.
5th Company of the Knights of Favonius and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh? Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in Mondstadt. Hey, wait a second. We never saw you in Nodcry either.
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went back to base at all. Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt. Mixed blessing, if you ask me. Sounds like I missed out on some serious action.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor. So, why did Varka send you back?
एकदम से बोल कर डरा दिए. What the fuck?
Deliver some letters.
Sorry, my bad.
There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery, at least 10 of them in total.
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, Inefa, Lowen. In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with... Sir Writes-A-Lot.
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. So, tone-deaf or not, I wear the title of Bard with pride. And I consider Sir Writes-A-Lot to be quite a compliment.
Wait, really? Darn it! Maybe Paimon
I'm
should come
good.
up
How
with
are
some
you?
harder-hitting nicknames for these two.
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple looking for me, I assume he must have a letter for me too. Am I right?
You sure are, to use the Grand Master's own words.
This one is for the bard in green clothes. These days, I think he goes by Venti. Doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking around in Mondstadt, or maybe try your luck at the Thousand Winds Temple.
I figured that since there was this punching bag here, oh, sorry, ruin guard, I could get some practice in while I was at it. So, I came right here
That Barker is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good thing we happen to be nearby.
Oh, he also said to remind you to write back.
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between two drinking buddies.
नहीं कर
I'm
रही, नहीं
supposed to
कर
write
रही.
back this time.
वार्ता नहीं चाहिए मेरे को.
Verka gave you a whole bunch of letters to deliver, right? Maybe you can head into Mondstadt and deliver the rest of them first?
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too much since the pre-expedition days.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort this homeward-bound wanderer to the city?
Let's go! It's been a while since Paimon's done any guide work.
Thank you so much, honorary knight. And you, Miss Guide.
The Abyss. The Wild Hunt. Andreas. Get home safe, Varka.
Why do my ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Is someone talking about me?
मेरे को 3000 दो, मैं अभी वार्का पुल कर दूंगी.
Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office. That would be...
Grandmaster!
अभी के
I
अभी.
had time to get distracted. Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Huh? Oh, it's just a few stragglers. They're no real threat to us. This expedition is almost over. We just need to deal with these final few targets, and then...
करो मत करो.
we
Yeah.
will make our triumphant return!
अरे चैट, तुम लोगों ने खाना खाया? ओ, मारना पड़ेगा यार. बढ़िया है यार. अच्छा. भाई मेरे को वेलो की सेंसी, इसकी सेंसी भाई मैं पागल हो जाऊंगी किस दिन वेलो और इसके चक्कर में. मैम आप मेरी बहुत बड़ी फैन हो. हाँ ट्रू, आपकी तो हूँ मैं.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster
Fan
now,
तो हूँ.
surely the Lightkeepers of Nodcry will be able to deal with what's left.
हम तो आपका वार्का देखना है. मत देखो.
Just like I thought. What we should be wary of now is...
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets should be just up ahead.
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard. Leave the rest to me.
अरे मेरे को लगा था कोई बड़ा एनिमी आएगा अभी, तब क्यों यूज करूंगी, बट आया नहीं.
Yes, Grandmaster.
हाँ मेरे स्ट्रीम पे आते ही आपका दिन बन जाता है. ट्रू, आई एग्री. डिनाई भी नहीं कर सकती इस चीज को तो मैं.
We meet again, Andreas.
आपके यहाँ स्काई क्लियर नहीं.
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now? I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago? Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. There are 2 other places to check. Maybe this will all go smoothly after all. It's your turn, my friend.
कोई भी क्वेस्ट हार्ड नहीं है,
Come, Andrew.
सब इजी है. हाँ, मैंने रियल फॉर्म देखा है फ्लिंस का. मैं फ्लिंस की कब्र पे भी चली गई भाई. मैं सब कर लिया फ्लिंस का.
Boreas.
Huh?
Injustice. Corruption. Iniquity. Is the surface world still as wretched and foul as ever? Answer me, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight.
इन्होंने वारका का क्वेस्ट डाल दिया ताकि लोग वारका खेले, इम्प्रेस हो जाएं और वारका ले लें, ऐसा. बट मेरे पास तो वारका की टीम ही नहीं है, मैं नहीं ले सकती. मेरे पास तो कोई भी टीम नहीं है.
That's where things stand with the expedition. The victors will be returning home soon, so make sure to stock up
पूरे से हो गया.
online
नहीं,
for the
क्यों, क्या हुआ?
celebrations. P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily training. I'll be testing you all when I get back to PPS. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
Everyone gets one? Wow! Sure writes a lot.
Nitika is so smart.
His name.
Yeah, I am.
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to say to each of us.
पता नहीं हार्ड है कि नहीं, मैंने अभी तक
Even
लड़ा
I had a
नहीं
letter,
उससे.
and I'm not a real
I
knight
don't know.
yet. Jean? Oh, yes. That's our Grand Master for you.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a letter for him as well.
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel Share. Allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel. But I'd say there's a 50-50 chance he's just there for a drink.
I'm best there'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And these are there too as well!
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen.
Great, but I won't be resting just yet. I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas' trial.
Very well, but please
I will. Goodbye.
Bye. अरे जैस, तुमने ऐसा क्यों पूछा कि मैं पुणे से हूँ? ऐसा क्यों पूछा?
Honorary Knight, you're still here? Is it that obvious?
Huh? But Vark is coming back. The situation in Nakrai is stable. Surely things are looking...
True. From what you and Lowen have told me, the expedition has indeed accomplished its strategic
3002 फिर
objectives.
बताऊंगा, मत बताओ.
It seems
फिर
that
डर नहीं होगा
Mondstadt
मेरे को,
no
मत
longer
बताओ.
faces any threat from the perils of the north, be they the Wild Hunt or the Doctor. And yet, for some reason, I can't help but recall something the Grandmaster said to me before he left.
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. If it comes to that, remember to train the next. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but they still need time to grow. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they too need protecting. And some, well, some might not even want to be a knight yet. What's wrong? Ah,
I know
there's
that
no
coming.
need to frown.
Yes.
I'm going until I return. I leave them in your care.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. But he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas greatly. Ravenwood's valor and swordsmanship earned him the wolf spirit's recognition. When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense. From then on, the title of Knight of Boreas was passed down from generation to generation within the Knights of Favonius.
Wolf spirit? You mean that big blue wolf in Wolfenden?
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god. And the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him and humanity. Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. In the end, he chose to allow his power to become one with the land. This was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt, but these days, few people are aware that the starting point of the Wolf King's journey was not Mondstadt, but Nodcry.
Huh?
The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry, although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rarely shows himself to people at all nowadays. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even among the Knights of Favonius, few are aware of it. The Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing them would only spread unwarranted suspicion toward the Four Winds among the people of Mondstadt. You experienced the turmoil caused by Deval and the East Wind's actions for yourself. Surely you can understand my concern?
अच्छा एक अच्छा और एक इविल तो इविल वाला कहाँ पे है यहाँ पे है कि वहाँ पे है
No wonder Varga
I mean
wasn't
नॉट कराई में है
very
कि यहाँ पे है
active. Is that what he was worried about?
Very possibly. He was probably also reserving judgment. Having heard about your experiences in Nodcry, I now suspect that the Grand Master hadn't yet ascertained the true identity of our enemy at that time. And as it turns out, the calamity born in the north wasn't an ancient god.
तो अभी मतलब वार्का जिससे मिल रहा है वो अच्छा वाला है ना?
Yes, I completely agree. The tide can turn rapidly in times of battle. It's a leader's responsibility to prepare for every possible contingency, even if his contingency plan never needs to be put into action. I'm sure the Grand Master is relieved to know that it's in place.
ओह अच्छा समझा समझा बाहर जाना था
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the Angels share now.
क्या है हाँ खा रही चलो बाद में होगा कब होगा ये नहीं पता बाद में ओह, कहीं भी क्लिक कर दे लड़की वाली हरकतें ज्यादा हो रही हैं ज्यादा पिटेगा रैप्टा मारूंगी ना सीधा हो जाएगा।
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather, start by
It will मर
pouring
जाएगा
in
मेरे से।
cold water and add ice cubes. Then
Grab कर दूंगी
drain
दुनिया
out the
से।
water before.
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least. You'll have to offer something a little more substantial if you're serious about
पार्का को
trading.
तो ट्रैवलर मॉन्स्टर आने वाला है और ड्रैगन को हराने वाला है या
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now. But do
ओह
you two
ये
really
कैसे
need to
पता था
talk so
उसको?
loudly? Especially if you're supposed to be
कैसे
exchanging
पता था ये बताओ?
confidential information.
Kaya, Rosaria, D-Luke! Paimon knew we'd find you here.
Looks like it's about to get even noisier.
A little liveliness never.
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident with Eric. We make absolutely no excuse for his crimes. I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of...
अच्छा मोना की टीचर ने क्यों बताया था इसे?
I'm guessing the Grand
ओह
Master
अच्छा
is
ऐसा।
still refusing to drop it?
Waves only no.
He nags like an old man. It's
Oh,
hardly
no.
surprising.
Huh? Drop what? What's this about?
Nothing, really. Before leaving on the expedition, Varka
Hello,
came
Shriman,
here
hi.
to chat with me over a drink. He, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius.
Yeah, right. Sounds like you skipped a lot of details. There's clearly more to it.
Whatever details I chose to omit are in the past.
पढ़ाई कर जाके।
Dragging them back up now serves no purpose.
स्ट्रीम पे मत आ, पढ़ाई कर जाके।
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go. You and the Knights of Favonius were constantly at odds.
I wasn't seeing the full picture. But my answer remains unchanged. I'm not rejoining the Knights of Favonius. Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are too upright and honorable. I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organization they lead. They need someone on the outside to keep watch vigilantly.
If I
All the
had
best, all the
Nora
best, भाई,
for
all the
every
best.
time
अच्छे
I've
से
heard
पढ़ाई
you
कर।
repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said. But don't you think someone can keep tabs on things?
वो तो मैं वैसे
from
भी
the
तुझे दे ही
inside?
देती भाई सुबह होने से पहले।
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules, no matter how free it may seem on the surface.
You think so? Never mind the Knights. Have you honestly ever been bound by the rules of the Church?
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the Church and not the Knights to begin with?
Are they arguing or not? Oh, kind of like the contingencies Jean was talking about. The more ways they have to protect their home, the better. Huh?
पर वो ड्रैगन से ओह ऐसा। बाय 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 श्रीमान, पढ़ाई करो अच्छे से। अभी समझा मेरे को।
What should I report back to the Grand Master on? Let me... Public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild?
बट सील करना बेटर नहीं होता?
My reply won't be a long one, as usual. I'm sure Varka won't be surprised.
औरत कहाँ बाहर चली गई कि ऊपर है?
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious arguing. When I write back, I'll tell him to quit making trouble for other people.
It's no trouble. Loan did most of the work. We just volunteered to do the last leg of the journey. Mostly so we could come say hello.
So you see what's really going on here? All three of us fell for that old rascal's scheme far too readily.
Huh? Scheme? What do you mean?
No. While I'm sure Varka knows full well that Diluc would never agree to rejoin the Knights, I believe the sentiments he expressed were genuine, as was his offer to welcome Diluc back.
Hello, Minato. Hello.
There are people like Kaya and I, and then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Not only that, but it happened to a knight of
नहीं,
Boreas.
ड्रैगन
That'll
अच्छा था
really
और
hit home
तो
for
फ्रेंड था
Varka.
बस अब इस पावर
And
के कारण
that's why his nagging is
अच्छा
even more persistent than usual.
समझा.
Yeah. So no one's told you this before?
How are you, Nitika?
The
I'm
lineage
good.
of the Knights of Boreas
How
has
are
nearly
you?
been extinguished twice in history.
भोजन करा आपने?
The first was at
Sir.
its inception. The second was...
Oh!
भवरे सर
Wasn't Jean telling us about this?
भोजन किया?
Wait,
I happened to hear about it from Varka once when he was drinking and started yammering on. The second crisis in the Knights of Boreas lineage. It was 500 years ago. Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, in practice, very few of them have been truly recognized by Lupus Boreas over the past millennium. Of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam, and Varka himself. But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest knight of Boreas who ever lived. He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was
तो
Roland,
हमें
the
उसे क्लैरिफाई
blood-stained
किया
knight.
फर्स्ट क्वेस्ट में हाँ मतलब किया था यस आई रिमेम्बर चिकन राइस टुडे यहाँ मेरे को भी खाना था बट नहीं जीवली भिंडी भिंडी खाई मैंने भिंडी
yikes! Bloodstained Knight? That sounds a little ominous.
Well, apparently his original title was the White Knight. But he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago, including the endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black, transforming the White Knight into the blood. After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius behind. To this day, no one knows his final whereabouts. It's hard to say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point of obsession, or whether he was already too far gone to save. But had he known that the Knights of Favonius would always welcome him back, perhaps so if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking Diluc to rejoin, despite knowing that he'll never say yes, is to... After all these years, he's still as persistent as ever. Just like how he used to be with me.
Huh. Turns out Varka's a lot more thoughtful than he lets on. Paimon had the wrong idea about him. Anyway, there's still something about this whole Boreas business that Paimon isn't really getting. Wasn't Andreas a god in Mondstadt thousands of years in the past?
एंड तुझाइची व्हाट द फक ओसड़ी के जो लिखा है ना डिलीट कर दे तो तेरी गांड फाड़ दूंगी मैं बता रही हूँ अगर तुझे मराठी आती नहीं है तो कम से कम पूछ के लिख लिया अगर
If so, why did Jean say that
Good.
Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000 years ago?
वो मराठी में सुनने में गंदा लगता है
Paimon's super
मिना तो
curious about what happened
बहुत
to
गंदा
Roland.
लगता है वो मराठी में सुनने में हिंदी में फिर भी ठीक लगता है कि वो डायरेक्ट नहीं अटैक करता मराठी में वो डायरेक्ट अटैक करता है
Whenever you show up. Let's go.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली मैं तुझे जवाड़िया बोलूंगी तुझे समझ भी नहीं आएगा तो तेरे लिए वो नॉर्मल है बट मेरे लिए वो नॉर्मल नहीं है इवन दो इट्स फन बट नहीं होता आई जवाड़िया मैं बोलूंगी तेरे को फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा बट मेरे को पड़ेगा ऐसा क्योंकि वो मेरे ब्रेन में गलत साउंड करता है। बात तो सही है ना, बात तो सही है यार, मैं सारी बातें सही कह देती हूँ।
What's going on here? Was Wolvendom always like this? The Wild Hunt? What are they doing here? Watch out!
पुनेरी नहीं पुनेरी, मैं तो यूपी से हूँ भाई।
Be silent. Steady now. It's a grave situation.
Stand clear. Three moons converge.
Be silent. To dust.
Are you alright? Oh no! What now? There better not be more Wild Hunt monsters!
लोग क्या लोग?
You scared Paimon stiff! She thought you were...
Stop right there. Answer me this. The 2 letters I gave you, who are they for?
2 letters? Wasn't it 3?
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Wait, what are you trying... Paimon passed a test? Really? Ha! She didn't even realize she was...
You may dispense with your suspicions. The wolf pack has borne witness. They fought against the aberrations that encroached upon this land. And our attackers showed no ability to disguise themselves this time. Ah, a familiar scent. Come.
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has vouched for you, I guess I should apologize for doubting you just now. Sure was. Fortunately, my experience in Nodcry didn't go to waste. Turns out the Wild Hunt all feel that something seems wrong with that old wolf, though. Go on. You should check on him.
हेलो हेलो वीर, हेलो। दिन बढ़िया था यार, तेरा दिन क्या? वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मैसी यार, मैं किसी की फैन नहीं हूँ, बट अगर मेरे को प्रेफर करने बोला जाए डिबेट तगड़ी है यार, मैं किसी की भी फैन नहीं हूँ। हाँ शे भाई,
Lupus Boreas, not injured. Why so weak? Am I not strong enough?
You are not to blame. With your
Ronaldo?
iron claw, you successfully...
मेरे को दोनों ही अच्छे लगते हैं यार, मजाक नहीं, दोनों ही अच्छे लगते हैं।
They followed my trail from the distant north across the... We meet again, human Lupical.
So, are you saying that the Wild Hunt we just got attacked by came all the way from Nodcry to Mondstadt?
हाँ, वन साइडेड तो है क्या रोनाल्डो? वन साइडेड रोनाल्डो।
I stand before you as an incomplete being. I am but one remnant of the god Andreas' soul. The source of this turmoil.
Huh? Now Paimon's even more...
रोनाल्डो गाइस, रोनाल्डो।
How can you be in 2 places?
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods.
अरे जैज
The
रिप्लाई तो
Wolf
करो.
King, Andreas, was particularly adept in this art. Otherwise,
Huh? The bard's back?
Tondif Bard? What are you doing here?
maybe the god of Animo guided me here. For it appears that someone is in need of a tale from the distant past. And our wolf friend does who better than a bard to do the honors? Lord Boreas, do I have your blessing to share this story?
As you wish.
Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Sealy Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the
Ronaldo, Jazz Ronaldo. Harsh, feeling very sad that no one supports game and streamers who try new games. Yeah, sad तो है, बहुत ज़्यादा sad है. It's okay. It's okay.
And the fierce winds fell silent. Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted.
कल साइंस है, चलो पार्टिंग की छुट्टी है, मजे में खाना बनाया था. Okay, bye bye, good night, good night. Take care, all the best for your exam. Bye bye.
And quietly returned to the frozen north. There, in a palace long since abandoned.
मैं ना मेरे दोस्त को एक को रोनाल्डो का फिगरीन गिफ्ट करने वाली थी, बट मैंने पूरा मुंबई छान मारा, पूरा मुंबई, बट मेरे को रोनाल्डो का अच्छा फिगरीन नहीं मिला कहीं पे भी नहीं. इट्स वेरी यू नो बेसिक सा कार्टून सा दिख रहा है बेचारा रोनाल्डो, वैसा मिल रहा था, गंदा गंदा एकदम. हाँ ना बेचारा रोनाल्डो.
Just as Lupus Boreas had once done at the Sealy Hall.
भाई आई विश आई कुड ड्रॉ. आई मीन मेरे को आर्ट देख के बहुत अच्छा लगता है. तूने मेरा आर्ट पेज नहीं देखा क्या आज तक?
The knight asked the wolf to join him on a journey south to see once
मिना
more
तो
the land
कि
that had
हाँ
all but
तभी
faded from
देखना
his
कल
memory.
नितिका
The
RE
gentle wolf,
चलेगी.
unwilling to
RE क्या है?
refuse the humans' earnest, seeing how the ice and snow had given way
Residential
to
evil
verdant
है?
plains, hearing the
उसी की बात कर रहे हो
laughter
तुम
and
लोग?
song that now filled the once somber city. The
Resident
aging
Evil.
Lupus Boreas
Resident
turned to his friend, the god of Animo, and remarked,
दिमाग खो गया है.
"So,
रेजिडेंट इविल की बात
this
कर रहे हो
is the
तुम?
world the humans dreamed of."
अरे भाई तुझे पता है आज मेरा दिन कैसा गया है? मेरा दिमाग खराब हो रहा है भाई. पता है मैंने आज क्या किया? तुम लोग को मैं बोल रही थी ना कि मेरे को तुम लोग को ये सब बताना भी नहीं चाहिए कि मैंने क्या किया. मेरा पीसी खुला हुआ था, ठीक है, मैं ये खेल रही थी, जेंशिन स्ट्रीम कर रही थी. मेरे को एक मैसेज आया कि ये फाइल चाहिए, ठीक है. मैंने लैपटॉप खोला तो अभी लैपटॉप में मैं काम कर रही थी और इधर मैं गेम खेल रही थी, ठीक है. तो मैं कब से गेम में कंट्रोल सी कंट्रोल वी किए जा रही. वही मैं सोच रही हूँ कॉपी पेस्ट क्यों नहीं हो रहा. और फिर मेरे को 2 मिनट बाद क्लिक हुआ, शिट मैं क्या कर रही हूँ.
He had written the end to his story. What knowledge he had been gifted flowed into the land. Everything he was, he gave unto the world. Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale. Lord Boreas, is there anything you'd like to...
There is
इतनी एब्सेंट माइंडेड हूँ मैं आज. मेरा दिमाग खो गया है मेरा आज.
So that's what happened. You returned to Mondstadt with that knight 1,000 years ago, and then, for the sake of the new Mondstadt...
9:30 बजे तो मैं ऑफिस से निकली थी शायद.
You need not feel remorse on my account. That was... If anyone should feel regret, it is the part of me who remained in not cry. I
Guys, 2
fear
minutes.
Andreas has not found peace in his heart even to this day.
नितिका की हरकतें वैसे तो बढ़िया हैं, वैसे खराब भी हैं पर.
Why those vile aberrations were able to exploit his weakness, sowing the seeds of all the turbulence that has ensued.
But we followed Boreas' trail in Nodcry. We investigated and discovered no signs of instability.
Andreas should still be slumbering by the lakeside. Perhaps, and there's more. I detect another...
Oh, the White Knight who became the Bloodstained Knight? The mightiest knight of Boreas? But wasn't he from 500?
I remember him as just a man. His lifespan should be no longer than any other of his kind. But before he severed his connection to Boreas, his final destination, it was the ancient kingdom of Conria, as you call it. Beyond that,
If you want to get to the bottom of this, I'm afraid you'll have to make another trip to Nodcry yourselves. As
लाइफ
luck
में
would
तेको एक
have it,
एग्जांपल
another
दिखाता
old
वैसी
friend of
चीजें आई
ours
वुड
just so
लव टू
happens
ड्रॉ
to be
बट
free
हो नहीं
right
पाता
now. If you
ठीक है
ask
रुक जा
him
देख
nicely, he might give you a lift. That could save you a lot of time on the road.
no wonder I can suddenly
ये तो बहुत
sense
इजी
the
है
east
मजाक नहीं बहुत
wind's
इजी है
presence.
If even Mondstadt has been affected by the fallout, Nodcry must be in real trouble by now. I hope Varka can handle it.
Varka? Is he in danger?
I believe too many passengers would slow our dear friend down. I fear he only has room to carry one person, along with perhaps a diminutive companion.
All right. Wish it could be me, but I accept that we should send our strongest warrior to fight Nodcry's battles. I'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that try harassing Mondstadt. It'll be a good chance to try out some new moves.
I stay in Mondstadt too. With Traveler's help, Varka will be safe.
अरे कुकीज तो बन जाएंगे यार इजी इजी भाई
Razor, give me your iron
मुझे भी
claw.
सिखा दियो बात नहीं रहने दे मुझे नहीं सीख
Golden-haired
क्या
traveler.
ही ऐसा लग रहा है मुझे
It is a wolf spirit. It contains my power and thoughts. Though I have given him a piece before, this should bring him new strength.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
But human hearts and flesh cannot
दीदी
bear
वन
the
पीस और
soul of a
नारुतो
wolf
वन पीस
directly.
वन
It
पीस
would be akin to forcefully merging a
Naruto. I'm a
human
fan
and a
of
wolf
like
into one
Naruto, but
being.
I'll prefer One Piece over
They
Naruto.
would descend into chaos to prevent the entanglement of souls. The most I can do is temporarily house my power and thoughts within claws and fangs wrought of steel. Although, truth be told, that knight does not lack for power. What he needs more is the thoughts within.
One Piece, yes, One Piece.
But I shall. The great wolf king of the north remains strong for now. Besides, do I not have the protection of my Lupical?
I will protect Lupical.
मैं जिसने वन पीस देखा ही नहीं है तो देखा क्या है तूने
Varka?
तब देख लिया जो देखना था वही नहीं देखा
Just give me the word whenever you're ready. Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the ground running when you get to Nodcry. The root of this turmoil lies with the remnant soul that Andreas, Dominator of Wolves and God of
एक
the
ही
North
सीजन
Wind,
आया है
left
बस
in
एपिसोड
Nodcry.
बहुत ज्यादा है
He once left Nodcry and braved the blizzards to confront the god of storms and claim the right to rule. Yet even as the tower fell, he chose to abandon his. Instead, he returned to the north and slumbered for 1,000 years before finally journeying back under the name of Boreas. When the wolf spirit could no longer maintain his physical form, Boreas chose to pour his power into the ley lines. With that, any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll All right. Over to you, Dvalin.
The Knight of Boreas awaits below. We must.
All right. Hey, wait. How are we getting down?
Hold the line! The enemy's on the brink of collapse!
It's Varka. No, it's not Varka. It's Traveler.
Ah! Reinforcements! It's about time!
And Paimon too.
We're just about hanging in there. Most of their grunts are taken care of now. Their leader's gonna have to make a decision soon. Fight or flight? What will it be, mightiest knight of Boreas?
As expected, this hastily summoned Wild Hunt horde is nothing but a disorganized rabble. But they have served their purpose. I now understand your tactic. Farewell.
Guess they're retreating for now.
So that Wolf of the North lookalike. That? Ugh. Forget that.
Ah, there's no point chasing after him. We've crossed blade. True. Killing him, the difficult part is.
Huh?
No. But compared to hereeeee. Exactly. I managed to cut off a sick. We still have some big challenges ahead.
हील करके आऊं क्या पहले कुछ जरूरत है मुझे
The meeting's probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right? Looks like a bunch of people are there already. Why don't we go chat with them?
Oh, FLINS. Ah, FLINS. Nice FLINS. Hello.
Hey, honorary knight. Looks like Albedo and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. Great. While we're waiting. That's where things stand. Intel from the Frost Moon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this.
Elfins. Oye.
No disturbances have been
टांगे
detected
तोड़
in the
दूंगी
space
मैं.
where hereeeee resides.
Summarizing current situation.
More precise.
FLINS को नहीं बोलना कुछ भी.
Allow us to
Boycott कर देती हूँ मैं ऐसे लोगों को जो
Are you
FLINS को
familiar
कुछ
with
कहते हैं.
compensation mechanisms? For example,
इसकी आंखें प्यारी
when
हैं.
one kidney is damaged, the other. Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed. That new leader is a mirror image of Roland.
Right. No matter how strong the compensation is, the Roland replica can't possibly imitate hereeee's overwhelming power. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland and Boreas to compensate for this lack of power.
Guys, I won't speak for some time. हाँ, मैं 1 मिनट AFK जा रही हूँ, ठीक है? आवाज से AFK जा रही हूँ, वैसे AFK नहीं जा रही.
The replica corrupted and took control of Andreas as he slumbered by the bank of Amsvartnir, ultimately manifesting as the giant. However, exactly why the Abyss chose Roland to mimic, and
I guess he must have gotten caught up with the Abyss or not.
Okay, Paimon gets all that, but what did you mean when you said...
You can't kill him right now because a dead god From intelligence gathered during the expedition. Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once God remains content, this land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt. If we add God remains to the mix, it'd be like adding salt to an open wound, placing every...
Query. While I can indeed find records of disasters caused by God remains in my database, there also in that land, the passing of the Pyro Archon's flame is a common occurrence throughout history, and even...
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight, you said Lupus Boreas... Come forth, Boreas!
This form has come to the end of its time. My soul will fall into silence, and my power will... Do not grieve for me.
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas' final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines. All to protect Mondstadt from harm.
Sounds like Andreas spent thousands of years searching for his place.
Yes. And now our task is to return the answer he found, the decision he made, to Andreas' heart. Only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
I see. I would say that planting thoughts inside the mind of a god sounds a little far-fetched, but since it
Wait, we...
Ha ha ha. If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, we need to find a way to make the thought within this sword...
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength to fight against the abyssal corruption to Mondstadt. However, since his form was unstable during his journey with the first Knight of Boreas, if we can collect those fragments, we can use them to strengthen the decision to merge with the ley lines.
So we need to retrace his steps and look for random fragments? But they could be anywhere between Notcry and Mondstadt!
You don't need to worry about that. There's a few, most of them are already inside.
Huh? Wait.
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Each step of the way, not just the Wild Hunt and the Abyss, but ancient gods remaining in Notcry.
Sounds like this plan was a long time in the making. That's almost...
As a matter of fact, I did. I caught a glimpse of fate's reflection. But I can't take credit for it. It was all thanks to the help of a few friends. Still, all I foresaw was that an abyssal calamity was brewing in the north. And instead, we've had to make best guesses. Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to gather the last few... According to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt, his form was at its most unstable at the beginning of his journey. But of course, we'd been tied up fighting battles since the day we set foot in Notcry. First...
Okay, so 3 more mini-expeditions to go.
I managed to gather one fragment before Roland reappeared. I also have a As for the third fragment, we've identified a general search area to focus on. But we'll need all hands on deck to pinpoint the exact... The final snag is that since our foe is a replica of Roland, he too will be aware of Andreas' history. He's sure...
With our foe being from Mondstadt, it's our duty as Mondstadters to...
And since the Wild Hunt is involved, The Light Keepers will provide their...
The Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop will also help in any way we can.
So what do they need me here for? Wait, I think maybe I signed a contract at...
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you all. Lastly, our friend from the Curatorium of Secrets will provide
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield, dodging the wild hunt and the shadow of an ancient god.
Rating for Yehoda updated. Higher quality ingredients will be used to prepare your future meal.
Darn it! I should have known this payday wouldn't come that easy.
I'll deal with the second Wolf Spirit fragment, which we already know the location of. The moment you make any progress with Fragment 3, be sure to give me an update. Traveler, could you join me in retrieving fragment? All right, time is of the essence. Let's move out, people.
The moon has waned. Didn't you say Fragment 2 was supposed to be right here? Where the heck is it?
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight? Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and keep your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle!
Huh? Well, all right, just trying to lift our spirits a little. You want to see some photos I took of me and the knights before the expedition, maybe?
Shut up! Can't we please just focus on finding the wolf spirit fragment?
आ गई। भाई मैं कॉल पे थी, मैं गिर गई। ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? मैं कॉल पे थी और गिर गई। बाहर नहीं, फिर फ्लिंस को गिरो और मारो, मेरी कोलंबिना को नहीं। अरे यार कोलंबिना को तो, कोलंबिना से तो मुझे भी प्यार है, पर यार कभी कभी ऊपर नीचे हो जाता है वो, थोड़ा सा मैं अकल कम है ना मेरे अंदर, घुटनों में ना, तो ऊपर आते आते टाइम लग जाता है। वहाँ कैसे जाऊँ मैं? ओह वहाँ से जा सकती हूँ मैं, वहाँ पे, वहाँ से वहाँ, वहाँ से वहाँ जा सकती हूँ मैं, वहाँ से पहले वो ले लूँ क्या? पहले ये कर ले। हाँ क्या करना है यहाँ पे, बताना ज़रा मेरे को गाइस, थोड़ा सा बताना ज़रा क्या करना है। अच्छा ये करना है। ये क्या बात होती है? अब इसका क्या करना है मेरे को? इसका क्या करना है? अरे बता दो वो। हंस क्यों रहा है भाई तू? हंस क्यों रहा है तू? पिटना है क्या तुझे? ब्लू लॉक, ब्लू लॉक, ब्लू लॉक, ब्लू लॉक। इधर पे रख दूंगे इसे। बिना तो बातों में बाद में लग जाइए, पहले बता दे मेरे को क्या करना है। हुआ क्यों नहीं कुछ? अबे मैं इस पे खड़ी होके मर जाऊंगी, बता दो यार जल्दी। तुम लोग ऐसा हरकत क्यों करते हो पागल? क्यों करते हो तुम लोग? लेफ्ट क्लिक कर की दबा। कितनी नई बात बताई यार बिना तो ने मेरे को। कितनी नई बात बता देता ना मैं, ना तो मेरे को देख कर। राइट में भी है, इधर भी है, हाँ पता है मेरे को, इधर भी है। कुछ नहीं हो रहा इससे। इधर पे मारूंगी, इधर पे, इधर पे भी नहीं होगा कुछ मार के। अबे ऊपर, अच्छा ऊपर मारूं तो ऐसा बोलना, ऊपर मारो नितिका। नितिका जी ऊपर मारी, ऐसा बोलना होता है। क्या हो गया इसको मार के? हैं? हाँ कनेक्ट करो यार। अबे किसको कनेक्ट करो? इसको उससे कनेक्ट करूँ क्या? ये ऑब्स्टिकल्स डिस्ट्रॉय कैसे होता है? थोड़ा यार मैं वो ले आती हूँ। ओ एक मिनट, मेरे को उसके अंदर जाना है शायद से। नहीं, नहीं जाना था। क्या बकवास। क्या एक्सेप्ट एक्सेप्ट क्या? तुम मुझे बताओ इधर करना क्या है? एक्सेप्ट एक्सेप्ट कुछ नहीं होता। तुम बताओ इधर क्या करना है और कैसे करूँ मैं? अरे रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेप्ट क्यों करनी है ये तो बताओ। रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेप्ट क्यों करनी है? हाय साइलेंट ग्रीफ, हेलो। अरे उनको प्रॉपर ड्रॉप कर। कहाँ ड्रॉप करूँ? कहाँ ड्रॉप करूँ बताओ? एक पॉइंट से सेकंड पॉइंट पर। मैं कब से वही पूछ रही हूँ कि सेकंड पॉइंट कौन सा है। नहीं हुआ कुछ भी।
I used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day, so don't worry about me. I can keep up.
अरे साइलेंट ग्रीफ इधर क्या करना है यार? ओ हो गया। अरे बट रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेप्ट क्यों करनी है? तुम मुझे यहाँ पे भी तो बता सकते हो। अगर मैं तुम रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेप्ट करके हेल्प लेके ही करूँगी तो खुद से कैसे सीखूंगी? वो भी तो सोचो ना यार। सिर्फ गिरा गिरा के इसको ग्रीन करना है क्या बस? हाँ क्योंकि वो भी ग्रीन ही है इसलिए। थोड़ा सा ग्रीन हुआ क्या? इधर ही ड्रॉप करना है ना मेरे को? मॉल वालों को उठाओ। ओके उठाया। अभी क्या करूँ इसका उठा के? इधर पे मारूं? हाँ इनको उठाया भी। उठा के क्या करूँ इनका? ग्लोइंग वाला मतलब उसके पास? इसके पास? फ्लावर के पास? गुड नाइट। इस पे मारू ना?
I don't sing for anyone in particular.
ऊपर, अच्छा ऊपर वाला जो है।
If someone stops to listen, I hope it provides a moment of peace all the same.
ओ लाइन बनेगी, समझा समझा समझा। वो लाइन लेके कहाँ जाऊँ मैं? तो यहाँ पे गिरा देती हूँ अभी, क्योंकि लाइन तो बन गई है ना। अभी उसको लेके आती हूँ। मैंने उसको गलत जगह गिरा दिया, रुको। इसको इधर पे गिरा देती। अरे गिरा नहीं सकते, क्यों ऐसा? तो इधर पे गिरा देते। नहीं गिरा सकते क्या? इसको इधर पे गिरा देती हूँ। अब मैं उसको उठा के लेके आती हूँ यहाँ पे। आई थिंक अरे उधर नहीं जाना, उठो उठो उठो, इधर आओ। अरे वो भाग गया। बैग से दूर इधर पे रख देती हूँ और अभी लेके आती हूँ, उठा ले। इसको ना इधर रख देती हूँ, उनको थोड़ा थोड़ा दूर लेके आती। अरे टूट गया। अच्छा ओके, लास्ट वाला मैं खुद बनाऊं। अरे वो उसमें चिक्कू चला गया। टी टी टी, वापस आ वापस आ। इधर ही रहना, कहीं और मत जाना प्लीज प्लीज। तो तुम रुको, कहीं मत जाओ। अभी हो गया।
Is this what we're looking for? What do we do with it?
I once got Boreas to explain to me how he stores his soul inside objects. All I need to do is transfer it to my sword. Just like back at the camp, but this time, you'd best step back a bit, just in case.
Thank you, Jazz. Thank you so much.
So, you're saying you don't know how to love people, and you don't understand human love either.
Why do you laugh?
Sorry, I just think the fact you're ruminating on this is all the proof you need that you have love in your heart. I have a funny feeling that by the time this journey ends, you'll have found your own answer to the question of how to love.
No, you're wrong. There is no redemption at the end of this path.
Finally, yes, finally हो गया.
Stained black with blood. My conscience will remain as white as snow. If pledging allegiance to the Abyss is the only way to sever the injustice of fate, then I shall serve in its name.
Oh, sure enough, this place has been corrupted by Roland's will. Whew. I'm fine. I was prepared for this. It wasn't we got here just in time. The fragment hasn't been fully corrupted yet. Assuming we can undo the damage, it should still be usable. Purifying the abyssal corruption would definitely be a safe approach. But that's not the only reason I wanted you to come. Could you try reversing the corruption? Not purifying it, exactly, but separating out the Roland part from the wolf spirit.
So, keep the Roland part intact as well as the wolf spirit part? Why would you want to do that?
Firstly, to test whether it's possible. And secondly, to view Roland's memories. As they say, know thyself, know thy enemy. Understanding our foe is our surest path to defeating him. Let me think. How is it explained to me? Ah, yes. Focus on a single thought within the 1,000 winds. Capture that unique wisp before it blows away. Ha 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 ha! Actually, neither do I.
Huh. Sounds like something a certain tone-deaf bard would come up with when he can't think of anything meaningful to say. Wait, don't tell Paimon that's what actually happened.
I thought it might mean something to you. Never mind. I'll explain it in more human terms. Traveler, when you were in Natland, you went fishing for ancient names, correct? If I'm not mistaken, the Night Kingdom was like a river flowing with concepts, and you were trying to capture the concept belonging to a particular ancient name. I'm thinking...
Okay, but back then, we had a boat and a net.
मीना तो भाग जाता है भाई बीच-बीच
We
में.
don't have anything at all.
आज मैं थकी हुई ना मैं खुद नींद आ रही है.
This wolf spirit fragment is like a puddle
नहीं
compared
यार
to the
स्ट्रीम
Night
करके
Kingdom.
सो.
No need for a boat. As for a net, this is what I've heard.
Thoughts and emotions are like interwoven threads. Thought is the anchor for a being's existence, through which emotions are drawn forth.
Also, we barely know anything about Roland. How are we supposed to use thoughts to anchor him?
Well, maybe you could try this.
What is it? It looks old and tattered.
It's an unsent letter, written by the wolf pup Rostam, Knight of Boreas.
क्या काम कर रहा है भाई तेरे तो
500
ऑफिस
years
आवर्स भी
ago.
खत्म हो गए.
It was meant for his disciple, the White Knight Roland. After Rostam lost his life in the Abyssal Calamity, Roland left Mondstadt to wander to Vat. Grandmaster Arundelen had wanted to deliver this letter to him. But trying to track Roland down was like chasing a shadow. He never did find him. And so this letter has been sitting at the Knights of Favonius headquarters ever since.
Huh. Quite the antique then. But how exactly is it supposed to...
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure.
Hey! What happened to Mr. Plans for every contingent...
What can I say? But anyway, don't they say that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts? Can't hurt to give it a try, surely.
ठीक है मैं ना, तो तू कह रहा है तो सुन लेती हूँ। तेरे को ऊपर जैस्मिन ने एक क्वेश्चन पूछा है, वो उसका आंसर दे दे उस बेचारे को।
Whoa. It actually worked?
You really are making this up as you go along!
So the assimilation of souls really can be reversed, just like he said.
If what you say is true...
Good night. Bye-bye.
The monsters I've slain, the justice I have sought to uphold, for mortals to escape this tragic fate, there's only one path. A great and ancient kingdom was wrongfully cursed, turning its inhabitants. The code of chivalry tolerates not such injustice. If Abyss be thy name, I pledge to you my loyalty.
And that is where the blood-stained knight's tale came to an end. With that, he bade his humanity farewell. I dare say you must find it quite ironic, Knight of Boreas.
That I, Dainsleif? No, while we gazed into the past, he was gazing right back at us. Could it be?
हाँ वार्का की quest है ये.
So that's what happened. After leaving Mondstadt and wandering the land, Roland ventured under. Once he had learned of Conria's fate, he saw the gods' judgment as the giving them his knowledge, his power, his everything.
Uh-oh. Does this mean we have to take on the Visionary this time?
I'm inclined to agree. If our enemy could see the future, both the Wild Hunt and Roland would be acting with far more lethal precision. But even without the Visionary's input, Roland still has an intel advantage we can't afford to underestimate. Every minion of the Wild Hunt serves as Roland's eyes and ears. We need to think one step ahead, and on that note, I have a plan I want to discuss with you. Well, the fewer people who know, the less likely it is to get... that about covers it. Sorry to ask so much of you again. No plan is
Hello,
free of
hi
risks.
Adnan, hello.
At least this one
मैं
actually
omelette
gives us
बना
a
के आया,
shot at
भूख
fully
लग रही है.
eliminating the
Okay.
danger posed by this ancient god. Surely, if I fail, Anselm and Albedo can take the reins. Not to mention we still have Jean in Mondstadt.
Oh, there has to be another way! Like a backup plan?
If only there were. But I don't think our enemy will give us enough time to find one.
Hey! Are you guys done here yet?
Ah, Yehoda! Yes, we've successfully retrieved the Wolf Spirit fragment here. Any progress with Fragment 3?
Nope. It's a total disaster. More
How are you, Adnan? How was your day?
than I've seen in my whole life. We need backup urgently.
Come on, we're out of time. You'll just have to trust me on this. What?
Hello.
Fill me in. What's the situation? Good call. Locating the wolf spirit fragment is our...
Well, it seems the enemy figured as much too. Now, both search teams are in big trouble. Oh, I brought a map. This should make before we ran into trouble, this is the search area we decided on. The two teams are holed up here and here.
But the Wild Hunt is stopping them from relaying messages back, right?
We can't spare troops from any of the fronts right now.
The logistics company is standing by.
Hanefa!
Designated drop point reached.
Acha
Initiating
hai
situation report. The logistics company was assisting Aino with the production of the strategic reserve. But after learning of the situation on the front line...
Amazing. Just in the nick of time.
Hey, seeing as you can fly and all, it shouldn't...
I regret to say that without the workshop's catapult, and with my short-distance propulsion module on cooldown, I will only be able to return to the battlefield after another 5 minutes. Please, keep up the good work, Yehoda. The logistics company has very limited provisions, only enough for a single battle.
Both. Once one team has been rescued, the remaining forces will be free to support the other. We'll move...
Sure thing.
Something's not right. The Wild Hunt's offensive doesn't seem to be getting in. Don't get dragged into the enemy's rhythm.
Yes, sir. Reporting in, sir. We've identified viable sites for
Good. Wait for my signal.
Logistics company, deploy.
Grandmaster! Honorary Knight! Goodness you're here.
Careful. There's no end to these monsters. However many we kill, more keep coming.
Just as I thought. Well, they're about to get a shock to the system. We'll wipe them out faster than they can replenish their numbers. We just have to hold on until the logistics company is ready. Maria's sweeping in! Is that the signal to say they're ready? On me! Thunder! It's showtime! Fall back!
Yes, sir.
The enemy has sustained heavy casualties. Should be a while before... Use this time to catch your breath and fill me...
Yes, sir. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment.
That's not exactly very narrow.
We split the search area between us and the Red Nick.
Either way, I was about to go lend them a hand next anyway.
Absolutely.
We've run right through our supplies. We'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that tries to stage a comeback. Now that they've lost their numerical advantage, they're no match for us. Focus on supporting the other team.
Ugh. Looks like the same situation he...
Reinforcements. Hey, you keep them busy while we work on getting rid of this god-awful...
Understood. Everyone got that?
Yes, sir!
तू वैलो खेल रहा है? जाऊंगी नहीं के बाद नहीं लगा ले टाइम लगेगा ना
Hey, they're running out of steam. Now's your chance.
Affirmative. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's their source. It was hidden in the mist. If we destroy that, the Wild Hunt won't be able to summon any more reinforcements.
Ooh, I'm glad that's finally over.
Brave Knights, on behalf of the Lightkeepers, I thank you for your assistance.
There's no need to be so formal. When it comes to the Abyss, we're all in this together. Now, please
Very well. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
Yes! Now it feels like we're finally...
I'll say, we're sure to face fierce resistance.
It would be our pleasure.
Much obliged. All right, the target is just up ahead. Move out! The hiding in the mist trick again. These guys, you all know the drill.
Yes, sir!
Lightkeepers, prepare to dispel the mist.
Knights of Favonius, charge! Thunder!
Huh?
Thunder!
me!
Rally to the Grandmaster! Charge!
Ugh, this wild hunt doesn't know when to give up. Traveler!
Mr. Varka, leave this to us.
Just like last time. Only a night.
Don't underestimate us, Grandmaster. We can hold our own.
Ha! That's the spirit. Stay on your toes and make the Knights of either we all march back to Mondstadt together, or no one does. The final fragment is right there. Don't let me...
It seems you have
Yeah, and with...
A true knight does not resort to underhanded tactics. Were this body not a false one created by the Wild Hunt, nor would I countenance those monsters to taint our duel with their presence. If you need a moment to rest, take it.
Save your breath! If you want to fight, let's fight!
As you wish.
Is everyone all right?
My granny.
Hey, stay put, you guys. Leave the rest to us.
Forget us. You're the only one still standing. Honorary Knight, find the Grandmaster.
We can't lose our Varka! Please!
Welcome to Chotu Cupcake Meowto.
You're holding this duel, doesn't your plan? Andreas's question, the false path.
Kriya Meowto. Meowto.
It's over. Your sword lies shattered. The wolf spirit and the thoughts you blindly placed your faith in have nowhere left to dwell. Join me and pledge your allegiance to the abyss, Knight of Boreas.
For the next part, it's over to you, Outlander who can't the... The sword is on. Looks like I'm no longer in. There's no way back. And all that
मेरी मम्मी
lies
ने मेरा
ahead is
क्यों?
the. Huh.
क्या
Guess
किया
the only
तूने
way is
ऐसा?
through.
हरकतें तो खराब हैं वैसे से.
Here. A Favonius sword. Who left this here?
Lonely warrior. Take me to see him.
थोड़ा. तो फिर
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. I have aided the oppressed and righted many wrongs. I have slain sinners and delinquents.
भाई दानव तो तू है, बात तो सही है.
And demons. But however mighty one's blade, before the great injustice of fate, a mere mortal can but bow.
चलो जेंशिन का यार कैसे समझाऊं मैं आपको? लाइन देख लो।
Who are you really
कैसे
trying to
समझाऊं मैं
convince?
टाइम लगेगा अभी, एक क्वेस्ट खत्म होगी उसके बाद ही आ पाऊंगी, बीच में छोड़। रिएक्ट कर दिया मैंने। क्या करना है इधर?
Is this the fairest shadow? It does.
The title of Boreas must find an heir.
तो 8 बजे कौन सा लेट था भाई? 8 बजे के भी बजे
That reeks of blood appears to be
ये
getting
तो पीटना चाहिए भाई दानव आदमी।
Looks like I can just jump right over these obstacles.
अबे मैं नीचे टेंशन तो इनका लौट।
Ooh.
बेदखल कर। यहाँ कैसे जाऊँ? भाई इधर पे चढ़। कहाँ से जाऊँ उधर? क्या करूँ? एलिमेंटल होल्ड करके बता, क्या करूँ बता? ओ ऐसा, ओ ऐसा। मैं ना तो फिर भी ऊपर नहीं पहुंची, मैं फिर भी ऊपर नहीं पहुंची मैं ना तो। फिर भी नहीं पहुंची मैं, यही लिखा था उधर। तेरे जैसा गधा आदमी नहीं देखा भाई मैंने आज तक। कुछ भी बोलता है भाई करने। ऐसे पहुंचो। सोच में ना तो सोच, मैं गधा नहीं हूं, तू गधा है। गधा थोड़ा सा कम है मेरा। किया था मैंने, बट मैंने होल्ड करके छोड़ दिया था। लाइक ज़्यादा देर तक होल्ड नहीं किया था ऐसा।
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. Even the most fearless hero cannot fight what fate has ordained. And even the holiest god cannot escape the shackles that bind them. Lupus Boreas, if you still harbor love for humanity, then you must surely know. There has only ever been one way to save them from injustice. Surrender
नितिका की कोई गलती नहीं है। Exactly.
the abyss.
Malicious lies!
अरे यार मैं वो थोड़ी फाइट नहीं कर।
On me.
Yeah.
Sweeping in!
स्ट्रीम बंद करके सो नहीं जाऊंगी मैं। बहुत बहुत थक गई हूँ, मैंने को नींद आ रही।
My old friend.
This is not where your path ends. You must continue on.
इसके खाओगी? नहीं नहीं आज नहीं, आज मैं थोड़ा थक गई हूँ तो मेरे को नींद आ रही।
Less than welcoming. I'd better take shelter.
आज मुझे नींद आ रही है, आज मैं सो जाऊंगी। ठीक है।
I can't hide from it.
You must deliver it.
No Valorant, no, I'll sleep.
Your path cannot end here.
You draw near to the heart of the wolf.
तो तेरी तरह थोड़ी होगी आराम की जिंदगी है मेरी।
Even if you had an army of 10,000 men.
थक गई भाई मैं, मेरी कमर दुख रही, सब दुख रहा भाई, बॉडी ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे मैं किसी ने पीट दिया आज। वो जो तू मेट्रो में 2 घंटा ट्रैवल करके आता है ना, वैसे आज मैं 6 घंटा ट्रैवल करके आई हूँ भाई। समझ रहे बात को, समझ रहे? What do you mean by तेरी तरह? तेरी तरह मतलब तेरी तरह।
The heart of the wolf?
Roland!
जेम वर्काहोलिक
After
yeah.
countless bloody battles, trials, tribulations, and hardships, I, with my mortal flesh and blade, attained power to rival that of the gods. But you know better than I that a mortal's prime is fleeting. In 5 years, maybe 10, age will snatch your strength. The power you take such pride in will fade to naught, disappearing like dust in the wind. Your fame will be as fleeting as firewood beneath the starry sky, lit at dusk, dead by dawn, utterly insignificant.
Oh yeah? Be that as it may, the fires that burn down here blaze more brilliantly than the light of 1,000 stars.
They blaze for but a moment. 100 years from now, your earthly flame will be long snuffed out. And those you once illuminated will be left cowering in the cold and empty night.
Ha! No. They'll remember me in 100 years, just as I remember all of you from centuries ago. That's the thing about firewood. From the embers of a dying flame, a new fire arises, burning bigger and brighter than ever before.
A knight's duty is to save others, not demand things from them. How can one call themselves a knight while placing their hopes in generations to come?
Well, as long as I put an end to you here and now, I won't need to rely on anyone else. Now, show yourself, Roland!
Put an end to me? Your body and mind are already at the limit of what they can bear. It is only a matter of time before they yield and crumble. But if this is your final request... I shall do as you wish, Knight of Boreas.
Huh. You're not quite how I imagined you. You don't seem half as crazed as the memories contain.
Not once have I strayed from the...
I guess we have that much in common.
The ray here of Solnari's forces have been... I wield the power, therefore I... And after redeeming you...
Huh.
No words otherwise. Why would you pin all you... But now the blade, you no longer have the mean...
Huh. Maybe you're partly right. But I think I might just have a shot at a rescue.
What do you mean?
There's only one person's mind I need to change, and it isn't yours. Forgetting where we are? This... Andreas! Can you hear me? Wake up! You!
If this is your final gambit, I am most disappointed, Knight of Boreas. Grand displays of heartfelt wishes cannot summon miracles. This world shows no such mercy to its inhabitants.
Return. Return to... And the... Is this the answer?
Andreas, at long last. On behalf of all humanity, I thank you.
Boreas is returning to the ley lines. But why? Your sword is broken. You no longer have the means to bear his soul.
Begging for miracles is a futile endeavor. I know better than that. But a sword is just one kind of vessel. There are other ways to store a soul.
ओ ये अपने अंदर स्टोर कर लेगा उस सोल को.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and
Even if it is not my intention, the soul of Lupus Boreas will inevitably ravage, devour, and assimilate a mortal heart.
If a mortal heart is to bear the soul of a god, this is a path that cannot be retraced. Yet...
Your heart, your soul... they are collapsing.
You were wondering how a lamb could tame the heart of a wolf, isn't that right? Here's my answer. You get the wolf to swallow the heart.
The wolf spirit within the sword was merely a decoy. The true thoughts and memories were carried within your heart. To avoid arousing my suspicion,
you compared to Lupus Boreas' decision. My sacrifice is nothing.
You have a stubborn will, and employed an exceptional strategy. But this is not the way. Your soul is now merged with that of Andreas. When he fully joins the ley lines, neither Barbados nor the Traveler will be able to anchor. You have lost, and so have I. Regrettably, may your soul rest in peace with Boreas, lonely warrior.
Haha, lonely? Sorry to disappoint you, but as much as it sounded like the perfect ending for both of us to return to the ley lines together, the fact is that, unlike the true Roland of the past, I still have fine wine and good friends to get back to. They're looking for— I'm not ready to accept my fate just yet.
Ding dong! You've got mail!
Until I return, I leave them in your care. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you.
हाय RSRM कहाँ गया? अरे डिस्कॉर्ड बंद हो गया मेरा.
Come on, to Mondstadt.
Dear Grandmaster.
To Varka.
To Varka.
Family.
No pig call.
Poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. Make sure they all get delivered, Outlander who caught the wind. Grandmaster.
Master.
Varka.
Uncle Varka! He's the right to us!
For Varka.
The thoughts of others anchor you, reversing the assimilation. Using your connections, relying on outside help. This is not the way of a knight. The Abyss can sustain me no longer. But now, countless souls who died unjustly will emerge to prevent your return. If you believe in your path, then grant them release. Carve your way out through bloodshed. Varka, mightiest knight of Boreas.
This is how it ends. Throw the plan out of the window. Fight my way to victory. Well, that suits me just fine!
Hi there, hello.
The knight is always true to their word. So please, keep your promise and return victorious.
You are not alone.
Right back at you, Varka.
The north wind blows southward. May it guide you on your journey home.
Leave it all to me.
There's an ice-cold drink with your name on it. Ready when you are.
Don't go dying in a place like this, Varka.
On me.
अरे नीचे क्यों चला गया ये? इधर से उड़ के डायरेक्ट उधर नहीं जा सकता है क्या?
On me.
ओए,
Fly home to us, Grandmaster!
अरे
Got a bit too cocky.
आ गया.
On me.
Oh, I cannot.
On me. One final battle.
Ah, fuck, bro.
Walk forward and do not look back.
Varka. Now, I know the meaning of my name.
After the lengths you've made everyone go for you, you'd better make sure to thank us all properly when you get back.
You know, I have a lot of things to update you on, but they can wait until you're back.
I have no intention of returning to the Knights of Favonius, but I trust you will find a way to manage on your own.
Grandmaster, we're all waiting for you.
Oh. I'm not doing too bad a job as Grandmaster, am I? I'll take that silence as your approval. Everything you swore to protect with your lives, it's all still here, safe and sound. The Knights of Favonius, Mondstadt, and the oath sworn by every knight. I'll protect them all with my life. And so, I'll deliver that letter on your behalf.
देखो बढ़िया तो है वार का
I
मजाक
know
नहीं.
it's just a shadow of the real Roland, but if you have the time, could you please read it for him? Rostam and Arundelen, they never forgot you. Phew. This has been one long expedition. From here on out, I think I'll let the wind lead. Hey everyone. It's been a mighty long time. I'm thrilled to see you all again.
Welcome back, Grandmaster.
Yeah. I'm home.
तो बढ़िया ही है. नहीं पुल नहीं करूंगी. मेरे पास उसकी टीम नहीं है. कोई पॉइंट नहीं ना पुल करना.
It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. Just how I remember. So, is there anything you'd like to talk about? Now's your chance. All right then. I'm gonna stay here and enjoy the breeze for a little longer. For all the wine in the world, there's no feeling as intoxicating as the wind from your hometown after a long time away.
हेलो ऋषि, मैं तो वारका से फिर निकल गया तो ठीक, मुथलिस के लिए बेटी बन जाएगी। मतलब कर ले जो करना है, मैं तो नहीं ही करूँगी। वो मैं कोलम्बिना को असेंड कर सकते हो अभी। यस करने के लिए ये भी चलो गाइस, बाय बाय, मैं जा रही हूँ अब। बाय बाय, गुड नाइट गाइस, गुड नाइट, बाय बाय, गुड नाइट। ओए क्या हो गया, क्या हो गया योकू, क्या हुआ? नाइस बिल्ड, थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू। बुबलू बुबलू आर यू ओके, आर यू ओके? क्या तुम ठीक हो? लग नहीं रहा तुम ठीक हो, पर क्या तुम ठीक हो? जाके तुम्हें जरूरत भी है सोने की। गुड नाइट गाइस, गुड नाइट, बाय बाय, गुड नाइट, गुड नाइट, गुड नाइट।